Hi, it's Jabria. It's the Bright Queen, and I'm somewhere else than usual. But I'm so excited to be doing this. This is gonna be like a what do you need to know? What do we need to know as a collective energy update sort of thing. And I'm so excited, but we're gonna get right into it. What I'm feeling is a revelation of the leeches in your life, like seeing clearly these areas where your energy has been suctioned outside of consent, or what you've been consenting to unknowingly, because I feel like that's the better way to put it anyway. Consenting to unknowingly. We're gonna start with this Cali Oracle deck because I was just feeling it. This deck is a little scary sometimes, just be warned. I feel really good. I'm very happy about that. If you're watching this, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. What do we need to know? Wow, look how that like was stuck to these three. So, and blue tar at the bottom of the deck. So it seems like I'm right on the money with that one card. I pulled up one and like three other cards came out with it. So there's definitely that energy of like attachments. I'm seeing this in a positive light as well. And that makes sense because it's like as these leeches, this extra shit is removed, there is more space for the truth to return. And what I mean by truth is things, people, places, opportunities that are more in alignment with you, surrounding you as it should be. And I spoke about that in my January 1st, like energy update thingamabob. But let's see. Yeah, with the blue Tara, I'm getting right away is like Mother Earth or just Earth, in general, claiming back herself, her children, her partners, and kicking out any strays. I'm seeing a mother coming home from work to her home, and her kid has all these friends in there. Her partner, whoever, has brought these extra people in there that don't align with her. And it's like she just let it go. And it's finally like, okay, y'all got to get out. Y'all have got to go. And it's like now when she returns home, there's flowers, there's bees, there's honey, there's milk, there's silk. It's like these extra things are now able to come in. Beautiful. We have Durga Kalika. And once again, I'm American. I'm only fluent in English. So I apologize if I'm chopping up these names. Badra Kali. I could probably make it so you can see these a little bit, huh? Mahakali. Kundalini Shakti. Now this one reminded me of when I was in college and I had this classmate, and his name was Malik, and he was a black boy or man. And my professor, bless her heart, because I don't think she was meaning any harm by this, but she was a white lady, and she always pronounced his name Malik. Yeah. All the time she pronounced his name wrong. This is what this reminded me of. And it's connecting to that feeling of what I was saying. It's like you're no longer allowing people to say your name wrong. You're not holding any resentment or anything like that You know, you don't have this heaviness, you know, attached to this feeling, but you also aren't gonna let people just continue to walk all over you. And I feel like this is the difference, and this is something you've been working on through this cycle that's now over, and now you're in this new state of where things are more balanced. So you have honor and respect for yourself, but it doesn't go over the tipping point where it tips into that rage or that, you know, getting out of love, you know, with another person. You're able to maintain that. Like, this person has all these arms, but they're all like balanced, you know, without leaning too far in either direction. So you might be seeing black and white or polka dots. Dalmatian Jasper could be seeing Dalmatian dogs. Could be seeing twins, something like that, where there's this this duality, that's zebras, that's harmonized. This ain't even hot like it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be hot. That's annoying. Okay. So this is my first time doing this in a minute. So my energy is still like, you know, getting there. And I always take everything as a part of the reading. Like, everything is a part of it. And so this feeling I'm having of like, almost like fatigue or just kind of getting burned out quickly, I feel like it's something that you're also experiencing potentially. And this could be, you could have been isolating yourself in any way, you know. It could just be saying no to hanging out with friends, you know, or if they ask you at your job, can you pick up an extra day, you say no. Or if you're in school and there's an extra credit assignment or some way to get extra credit where you'd usually take it, you haven't been. And it's like, now you're dipping that toe back out into society. Amazon Prime truck just passed by, and you still, I'm feeling like you still need to go be gentle and go easy on yourself, because you need to remember, not only are you like stepping back out, but you're stepping back out as a different version of yourself. So think of like before you were a caterpillar, and this whole time you've been in the chrysalis, and then you got out and your wings are still wet. That's like, I actually saw a butterfly with wet wings probably about 2 weeks ago, and it was just drying its wings off. So you're still in that phase. Maybe some of you are even like flying off a little bit, but remember, you are not the same as you were. Just to connect with that caterpillar, is an analogy. The caterpillar was always driven by hunger. You know, if you're going by the book, the kid's book, the caterpillar was driven by hunger. So it was always like pushing, grinding, because it was just overcome by this need to get full. And that's what you needed at the time, you know, for your experience. But now you're a butterfly. Butterflies don't chase, you know, they don't rush around. And so even though you're out and you're back into probably like a familiar space, you know, familiar environment, familiar activities, you're being reminded now not to approach these activities in the same way that you did before. Continue to go easy on yourself. Hear me now, and type this in the comments. I am living an easy life. Ease is the word of the day. It's going throughout life with ease. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, doesn't mean you will. And And I feel like there's going to be certain restrictions so that you're not allowed to get back to that, into that energy with this new body. Because think about a butterfly. Like, I feel like it's much more inconvenient and awkward for a butterfly to be crawling up a tree, you know, versus a caterpillar. Caterpillar's body is made to be climbing up, you know. A butterfly has those big wings, you know. It's awkward to be doing that for a long time. You could do it for a little bit, but a butterfly has different body parts and therefore moves in a different kind of way. And so right now I'm feeling like you're also being called to look into the newly formed advantages that your body, your soul body now has, and go through those avenues. Don't take the route of a caterpillar, take the route of a butterfly. And this is all much easier said than done. What is this? There's been a lot. I saw that little light like hitting my third eye a little bit earlier, and now I feel like there's something here. And then this did come out. There's a third eye emphasized in all of these images, right? And then this one, it's the third eye and there's something above it. What I'm feeling with this is you're accessing newness in ways that you didn't even know were possible before. I'm hearing expect things to go much easier with much less effort, physically, materially. I'm hearing not to give up hope, continue to be patient, because patience isn't necessarily waiting inactively. Patience is faith in action. You have this knowing about you, so it's not really patience. It's knowing it's gonna happen. It's feeling it happen. You know, it's being that action. My dog. But yeah, with the third eye, I feel like you're gonna be seeing something. You could literally be seeing like things with your third eye. You could be like, you know, having more access to divine sight or whatever you want to call it. But I also feel like I'm hearing like I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in all your familiar places. I'm feeling like something's gonna make itself known to you. You could be visited by a guide of yours, a spirit guide or a family member of yours through another person, like a random stranger that you meet, and you'll know that's your guide. Like they'll be watching you. I know that sounds creepy, but I feel like you've agreed to this. You all know it's time. You've discussed this. And I feel like you could be in a grocery store and you'll look up and think you see someone looking at you, and then you look back and they're gone. Or you could be in a restaurant, like same thing. Like you could swear you saw someone there, like something like that. Just know you leveled up within yourself, and you're on to cool things, you know? Some of you might be a little puffier right now. I feel like my face is like puffier. And I feel like it's for a reason, and maybe you should like look into that. But I also feel like the depuffing is going to begin now. It's very like secretive, but not. It's like, you know, all these reasons why you planned all this. It's just a matter of like remembering. But yeah, because I have a cousin that recently gave birth. And it's funny because I mentioned this idea of like giving birth in December in one of the videos I did. And so she's like puffy, you know, that all that swelling from carrying the baby. And now the baby's out. And so now her body's going to start releasing all that fluid. Think of yourself in the same way. Some of you may have literally just had a child. But think about it in that way, because now it'll gradually be time for you to move more again, but in a different way. Like I said, like not as the caterpillar anymore, but as the butterfly. So I'm going to see if there's anything else that we need to be getting from this message. And if you're still watching this, give me a thumbs up, a subscription, and a comment. Okay, I think the last thing I want to say is like it took me a lot of effort to get back onto the camera, but it didn't take me a lot of effort in the ways that I previously was using. And it's like, whoever is watching this and is resonating with this, you've overcome a lot of addictions that you didn't know you had. For example, being addicted to seeking approval outside of yourself, being addicted to being on all the time, as Miss Blue, I think her name is Beyond the Frequency YouTube channel. She said that like being on all the time, like being like together all the time and put together in a certain way, like of that addiction to like that hit, that ego, that false ego hit you get from that. It took a lot for me, for you, you know, to come to this point. And now that we have, I feel the message is like to celebrate, to enjoy yourself. It's like, imagine you've done all this work to come to this, you know, vacation island, and it's like now that you're there, like it's like the equivalent of getting up and like cooking and cleaning and, you know, washing, making, and it like they look at you in confusion, you know, the ones that helped you get there, like, what are you doing? Like, this is your life now. From now on, I am living a life of ease. From now on, this is your life. So why would you like squander, you know, all that effort to just go to revert back, which you're not going to revert back. But yeah, just take it easy. I'm going to be taking it easy to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching. And this is the Bright Queen, aka Jabria, aka Queen Sensitivity. And I'll see you soon, and feel free to email me if you'd like to chat.